Today we're going to teach you on how to improve neck mobility through some rotation stretches, some very easy stretches you can do at home. So at the end of this video, we're going to go through 4 of those you can do right away today with some simple things, nothing special as far as equipment. So my name is Tom Wheelman. I'm from Apex Orthopedic Rehabilitation in Wyckoff, New Jersey. Rotation is really important for various tasks. I know about it from, like, say, checking your blind spot. If that's tight, it's hard to kind of see that. If you're biking, kind of turning, sports, you want to have good mobility in that direction. So if you can work on rotation, it also oftentimes will improve other ranges of motion as far as neck mobility. Okay, so we're going to show you some simple ones that you can do today. So when we're talking about working on rotation for your neck, or cervical spine, that's this area or this area of your spine. Okay, it's each vertebrae is named by a number, so we call this C1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all in the cervical spine, and below that is the thoracic spine. They'll call it T1, T2, T3. Okay, so on the cervical spine, where does most of our rotation occurs? It actually occurs from the C1, which is this vertebrae, the first vertebrae below your head. C1 and C2, close to 58% of that rotation occurs from there, and that's where we're trying to apply most of our stretch. So just below here is where we're going to have the towel, and that's where most of our rotation occurs from. Below C2 down to C7, from mid-cervical to the lower cervical spine, the bottom of the spine, you still get about 25% of the rotation, that ability to turn. Okay, none of these should ever hurt after you're done. You should feel like a nice stretch. There should be no any increased discomfort or anything like that. So start out gradual, apply a little bit of pressure, and as you get confidence that's helping you, you can do more, apply a little bit more pressure with these stretches, okay? But start out with the first ones. They're the most conservative, the gentlest, and then the last of the 4 is the more intense. But start out with the first, and then we'll go to the 4th, okay? So typically what I'll tell people to do is to do these stretches 10 times every 2 hours, so about 5 sessions a day. You don't have to do 5 sessions. If you do 5 sessions, you improve your rotation a little faster than just doing 1 session a day. You'll start seeing a progress and also know within about a week whether it's going to help you. All right, so the first one here is just cervical rotation. You want to make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, and you look from the side view, your back has a little bit of an arch and you're upright, so ears are the tip of the shoulder. Okay, so I'm going to show it from a front view. So first one is you want to tuck in a little bit through your chin, and you want to turn to the point where you feel a little stretch at the end, and then back to midline. So tuck, a little turn, 1, 2, and then back. So you want to do 10 to the right and 10 to the left. If you have one direction that's particularly limited, I'll work on that one the most, and it should improve also your other motions like we said earlier. All right. The second one is that you're going to apply pressure. You're going to tuck and turn, but as you turn, you're going to take your hand, so if you're going to the right, your hand across your chin and pull in the direction of stretch. You can see you want to make sure you don't collapse. Make sure you're nice and upright. Sternum up, pull this bone right here up. So turn and a little pressure at the end, 1, 2, and then return to midline. I like to work on 10 in one direction and then 10 in the other direction, okay? Make sure and try and limit the amount of rotation through the trunk. The third is basically combining thoracic rotation and neck rotation. So the way we do this is we actually reach. So if we're going to the right, we're going to turn our head simultaneously. This one, we're actually going to let our trunk rotate, turn and reach as far as we can, and then back to midline. As you reach, it helps facilitate turning your trunk, your thoracic, and also you want to turn your neck and your cervical. So you're going to reach and then come back to midline. So reach as far as you can, and then back to I call midline, and then do the same thing 10 in each direction. Remember, it's about 5 times a day, or you do it once a day. It may take a little longer. The last one we're going to use is going to use a little bit different force. It's going to use they call this Brian Mulligan developed this particular technique, and this is using a little strap that you can get, and in the description we can show you a link where you can get this, okay? And that's, like I said, do the first two or three first, then this is the more intense one. If you feel like, well, I was all right with that, then this one you can apply a little bit more force. So we're going to work on rotation in this direction. We're going to put the strap like so, and we want to loop it kind of up. The top of it should be up in this portion of your neck here, okay? So we're going to take one hand, so we take our left hand, we apply it here. Our right hand is going to be here, and we're going to cup it just underneath the neck or the upper cervical spine where a lot of that rotation occurs. So we're going to come across like that, hold it down, and you're going to actively turn it. Okay, you're going to actively turn your head and rotate in this direction like that, and add a little bit of pressure at the end. You can put a lot of force into it. Start gradual, just do a couple, and then as you know it's a good stretch for you, you can do more. So hold it down here, this locks down, and turn and rotate. Okay, if you don't want to go buy one of these special pieces of equipment, which is not a lot of money, we can also use a pillowcase. So you take a pillowcase. I like a pillowcase compared to a towel because it's a little thinner and can get to the upper cervical area a little bit more. So I basically take it like so. I fold it so it's a little longer, so we gotta get tip to tip like this, okay? So we're gonna flip it over, same idea. We're gonna take, our right hand is gonna be the top hand, the one that's pulling, because we're going to right rotation. And the other hand is gonna hold it down. So we wanna kind of get it up into the upper neck area. So you're gonna turn and rotate. And this one, we're not turning the trunk, we're trying to get all the motion from our neck, the upper cervical spine. Obviously you can't isolate it completely to that, but that's where most of the pressure should be applied with this pillowcase. So turn and rotate. And you want this on a little bit of an angle. You're gonna feel like you're pulling up a little bit. And we're gonna do 10 to each direction. Back to center, turn and rotate, and then back, okay? Apply the pressure, good even pressure, and slowly you can build the pressure as you go on. Listen, I hope this helped you out. If you like this, please share this, give us a like, and turn off your notifications, or be a subscriber, turn off your notifications so you can get future videos from us on various topics. And if you had a comment, throw a comment in there. I try and address most of the comments if I can. I can't get to them all. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope this helps you out. Good luck.